Hello everyone, welcome back to Farming Simulator 25 here on our Frankenmuth Farming Map. So before we talk about yesterday or the previous episode, we are quickly gonna run through our productions. There's not a lot that we can talk about in here. Goat milk, I put everything in there that I could, so we need some more goats to reproduce. And I filled up a little bit on the wheat in the grain mill. Our greenhouses are still doing good. Oil mill is fine for now. Preserved food, well, I put whatever eggs we had and Napa cabbage into it, so we are probably gonna run out again. Rice flour is almost running out as well, and our sawmills are still doing good. So let's hop into June. I just want to quickly see my notes, because is it harvest time yet? Yes, we can harvest barley. Okay, so let's hop into June. I've done all the contracts that I could. Oh, we should just pay back a bit of the money on the loan. Thank goodness I saw that. So we are kind of maxed out. We can go quite high. I'm going to leave that at 11,000 because we're going to lose a lot on interest. So that's the end of May. Let's hop into June. So we're just going to be running around here doing some stuff while I tell you the story of yesterday. So I decided to do bales. Especially I wanted to do silage bales. And we have a little round baler, and we have a bale pickup and everything, so we bought that what do you call it, that wrapper. Okay, so as in my previous episode, as you saw, that was quite a mission. Having gotten those two sausage kind of bales, strips of bales out of that baler, anyway, wrapper. So yeah, and I continued on. I kind of figured out how to wrap it one by one, like I showed you, and everything was fine. And I thought, like, okay, you know what, we're just gonna pick up these bales and we're gonna take them where they need to be, and I wanted to stack them and just have them be there, and once they ferment we can sell them off. So I went around and grabbed my bale collector, and as luck would have it, my bale collector did not want to pick up those bales. So I had to take this poor truck over there and load those bales 9 at a time and take them over to, I'm going to show you where they are, take them over and place them. So yeah, that was quite a bit of fun. Everything that could go wrong went wrong, to be honest. And yeah, so I don't know if I'm gonna try this again, honestly. We probably will, because I don't like to give up that easily, and I think it can be good money if we are able to sell those fermented bales. So interesting times, quite a bit of fun trying to figure all of that out. Anyway, after we wrapped those bales, it was that bale wrapper was sold immediately. I didn't even hesitate, it was sold. I'll rather do smaller bales and get the bale wrapper that I can trust and know how to work. So Anyway, let's just run over to all our silage bales. Yeah, so as you know, we get around about, I don't want to lie, but it's close to 100 bales of that field. Okay, so these are all our bales. Brought them over. These two are the sausage, I call them the sausage rolls, I don't know. Anyway, getting that on the international was fun. I had to place it on the roof. So it was half on the roof, half on the back of the international on the flatbed. But we got them over here. Fermentation 31%, so I'm guessing it's gonna be like 3 more months before we have to sell all of this. Yeah, I don't know what to say. That was just horrible. And like I said, everything went wrong. So now today I was, but you people, you probably saw me make the mistake anyway. So remember when we were looking at the cows and buying the cows, and I was thinking like, yes, you know what, those other cows look pretty cool. I don't know, I think it was Lincoln or something like that cows, and I saw they were more expensive, me thinking like, okay, no, they're gonna produce more milk. Those are meat cows, so you sell them for profit. And I bought them for milk. Because I was looking at I was looking at this and thinking like, okay, but why don't we have any milk? We only have buffalo milk. So at first I thought like, you know what, Limousin, that's the ones that we had. So at first I thought like, okay, no, you know, couldn't remember when we bought them, and I thought like, okay, maybe they're not producing yet. And then I went into the help menu. So if you want to buy them to kind of sell them without producing milk, you buy these ones or the Angus. And if you want milk, you have to get the brown Swiss or the Holstein. Okay, so great stuff. Saw that, immediately sold them. I didn't even hesitate about it, because honestly, how can I make those mistakes? And now we have some Holsteins. Sort of basically starting from scratch anyway. We can look at our milk. At least we're producing milk now, buffalo milk. Buffalo milk is still going slow, but anyway, I think they need feed. While I'm here, I might as well look. Okay, I filled up the chicken coop a bit because I was afraid they were going to run out overnight. They are going to need some feed, so we'll bring some over in just a bit. Yeah, so I just wanted to tell you all that story. I was telling this to someone else today, and I was laughing so hard. I was crying because of everything that went wrong. But anyway, so I hope somebody got a laugh out of that. I definitely did. And yeah, so I'm gonna head over to the shop real quick and or to the preserved food factory and just drop these off, just so that we can get that production started back up again, because I'm pretty sure it died down during the night. So I'm gonna head over there, get this dropped off, and I'll see you in a little bit. Okay, so I thought I'd just bring you in for a little bit. So we used the Macdon and we got this into swaths, our barley field. And we are making straw swaths as well, so that we can bale that up and go sell it for a little bit of profit. And we have a couple of contracts going. There's 2 spinach harvesting contracts that we're gonna do. One is busy. I'm using the same equipment for both of those contracts, so just to save a little bit of money. And then there's a huge baling one that we have to bale field 16. So I borrowed the items for that as well. I don't want to use our own baler because they require square bales. So we're just gonna use the baler that they want us to use, and then there's another small one of about 7,000 that we can also do. But that big baling one is almost 40,000 that we can get for doing that work, so that's going to be nice. Good little bit of income for us. So yeah, I'm just going to continue basically with picking up our barley from this field, and then our Macdon is currently busy on field number 23 with getting that barley field into straw swaths. Now I have been thinking we have a little bit too much barley, so I might end up oh boy, that's full. I might end up using some of our barley in our grain mill to get a bit more flour, but honestly I don't even know if that's going to be worth it, because we already have too much wheat that we are using in the grain mill, so our flour is going to be a bit too much for our preserved food production. So I don't know, maybe we might decide to use field number 23 as a canola field, which we kind of also have too much of, or we'll see if we can plant something else there, and then that small field that we currently have canola on, I think it's field number 18, we can use that for another rice field because we need a little bit more rice. So yeah, that's the current thinking that I'm going towards. Maybe see if we can just get a little bit better split between the crops to get more from it in the end, because I mean we shouldn't have run out of rice by now, because we will only be harvesting rice I think in August, and yeah, I mean the grain mill is empty with rice and we are running out of rice flour in our preserved food production. So it will be best if we can maybe get some more rice. And I mean that field, it's that small one back there, so it's not that big, and I think we should be able to get quite a decent enough rice field out of that. And yeah, then we'll maybe move some stuff around and see what would be best for us for the coming year. But yeah, barley I think we have enough of, and I think wheat, okay, well, we had 2 fields of wheat in the previous or last year, so, and we have 1 field less now, so I'm thinking our wheat might be fine for now. Barley, yeah, it's a little bit too much for the chickens. And canola, I mean we haven't even run through all the canola in our oil mill yet, so we're on 25,000 liters, but it should be, maybe we'll keep 2 canola fields for now and just see how it goes. I'm just gonna leave this here, hop out and hop back in. Okay, so I just wanted to give you a little bit of an update. I wanted to take some of the milk over to our dairy, some buffalo milk and cow milk or normal milk, but I don't want straw swath in the crop, but currently there's not enough. I think we are sitting with about 1,620 liters of normal milk, and I think there is, oh, that wasn't a lot. I think it might have only been 800 or so. Oops, ran into that tree. 200 or so buffalo milk. Why does that seem horrible? Let's just have a look here. Yeah, 274. So, but to be honest, we only have 10 full grown buffaloes. So I'm thinking of maybe just getting a few more of them. Just looking at our bank balance there with the workers that we currently have on the fields. I just don't want to run out of money because otherwise they're going to stop working. So yeah, I think I'm going to continue on for a bit. At least you've seen a little bit of me driving around trying to get our crop off the field. This is a silly part of the field. We had the same problem last year when we harvested this field, that I don't know if it's a little bit uneven, but there was, I think, 4 spots that I had to come back to and try to get the grain or a crop on the ground at least, because it didn't want to harvest when I went over it the first time. So I don't know. Anyway, so we have these little spots that I have to try to work around now. It's going to be fun picking it up with the baler, but at least we get a little bit more off the field. Don't know if it's quite worth it, but I don't like having crop on the field. Ugh, can you believe that? Okay, so while I'm busy trying to pick it up. Anyway, okay, so I'm gonna continue on a bit and then I'll bring you back a little bit later. Welcome back. Okay, so I decided that we are gonna sell our planks. So there's not much of a difference from the highest price, and I thought, well, next month is going to be quite a busy month with everything else on the farm that we have to do, and of course there's going to be a lot of harvest work. So I decided, well, we might as well sell it now and make a little bit of money, and we can get all that money into our loan. Now this stacking of mine is not that great. We're probably going to need a bigger transport at some point. So that was 42,000. Oops, fat finger. And that was 34. Okay, so we're making some pretty good money. I've got all the small planks from our big sawmill, so I just quickly want to run over to the small sawmill. So like I said, we are just putting the money into the loan at this point. There is 2 big things that I want to buy that I feel like we need to buy. In the previous episodes I mentioned that I really want to buy the other farm and make that our main farm, if I can put it that way. And I want to build a house there and all those kind of things. Okay, so our worker has got a full grain tank, great stuff. And the other 2 things actually that I want to buy, but the most important is the big cement factory and the debris crusher. So those 2 things I think is going to be the most important, because we need to make roof plates and cement bags and cement bricks quicker than we currently do. So I'm thinking of buying that next and having that production run while we save up for our farm, and then we'll buy that farm, take down the house and start building our own house, and also kind of build that to be the main farm, kind of make it nice and decorate it a bit and everything in between all the work that we do. but I feel like we deserve it after all the hard work that we've been doing. So I think that's gonna be something that we want to do. And also, if we start working on that, we can have a dog, and I want a dog. So no, it seems silly, but we kind of want a nice farm. So I don't know why I'm letting the planks this way now, but anyway, it's not gonna be that much. Okay, looks fine. Let me just get this out of the way, because we're probably gonna spawn some more small planks. Okay, and other than that, I kind of didn't leave myself enough room here, so this is turning into a bit of a situation. And okay, and then the third thing that I want to do is also that I've been mentioning for a while, is to get a big sawmill here and basically take down the small one and sell it off. Because with the big sawmill, we're going to need that in any way, because we need to be able to make walls, prefab walls, or, well, I don't know if the grain elevator museum is going to require it at some point, but we will definitely need that for our house and for sheds or anything that we want to build on our farm. So we'll have to get that. It's, if I remember correctly, it's something like 200,000, so it's not that expensive, but it will be important that we just get those stuff going. And with the second sawmill, we will be, oh, got some wood beams over here. Let's get that out of the way. We will be making more products, wood products, so in the end, when we get the Cooper or something like that, we'll be able, hopefully, to make quite a bit of money. Was that it? Yes. We will be able to make quite a bit of money. And even if we just sell it off as is, we can still make a lot of money. So yeah, and then we can utilize these trees, because currently we might be running low on trees at the other sawmill. I'm not proud of this, and I think we can still last a little bit. So one of the coming episodes, we are going to be planting trees. There is a spot that I've kind of cleared up, and I want to get that part as full of trees as we can. So I've kind of been looking at trees that I want to plant and just trying to figure out exactly how I'm going to do it, because the part that I want to plant trees is kind of between the sawmill and the other trees that's currently on the farm, on that piece of land. So we're gonna have to take out trees, or as much as possible trees from behind the new ones that we plant, before those hit the next growth stage, because as soon as we can't get through them, we won't be able to bring trees over from that side anymore. And then we can clear up the next part and kind of plant trees there as well, just so that we kind of have a constant supply of trees, and then just clear up and plant and clear up and plant, you know, you get the drift. So I think it's going to be a bit difficult, and those trees take a couple of years to grow, so yeah, we might have a little bit of a problem, but you know what, there's always a way around something. So even if we need to spend a bunch of money and get the plot next door that has quite a few trees in it, we will do that. So we will keep that sawmill running somehow. Let me just focus. We sell that off and sell that off. Okay, so, and at least if we have the other sawmill going, we will have a constant supply of products, so that won't be a problem. I'm just thinking what I want to do with this truck and trailer. I'm probably going to take it back to the farm. Let me just pull off the road here. Okay, then in other news, okay, I did park that Macton in the middle of our neighbor's field. He will forgive me, and I'm not causing crop destruction, but I just had to get it out of the way. So when I took these contracts, I kind of started on the wrong contract because I'm delivering crop or spinach on field number 33's contract, and we are currently harvesting field number 37, so that's all fine. But now if we keep delivering on field 38, we might not be able to get all that yield off that field, and that means that, yeah, well, in short, we won't get a bonus yield or yeah from that field like we want to. So I am currently storing the spinach in the train mill, or no, the grain storage, anyway, silos, grain silos, train silos. Okay, so I'm storing it there and kind of hoping that we can still harvest that whole spinach field on number 38. So I'm taking a bit of a workaround, but now I don't know how much spinach I will be able to put in there, because I think there's a maximum capacity of 500,000, which is going to be a problem because I'm dropping almost 50,000 per load, and field 1 is 50% complete. So yeah, and the biggest part of the problem is that we are taking the contract harvest over to the preserved food factory, so our preserved food factory. So I can't even, if I was selling it to the farmer's market or something like that, I could take a couple of loads over to the preserved food factory and that wouldn't be a problem at all. But now, because we're taking the contract or yield to our preserved food factory, that's causing a little bit of a problem. So I'm just using this workaround. I thought of it a bit too late. So we already completed that other field basically with 12% of the contract. So I don't know, hopefully this works, but I'm gonna try to get that whole field harvested so that we can get our bonus crop. This trailer is lifting a bit high. I tried to use the grain door, which is the small door at the back of the trailer, but I will lose my life waiting for the crop to get out of the trailer. So but it seems to work, so it's fine. Thought this would be able to tip to the side, but no. Okay, so as you can see, my contract for my baling has been going well. That equipment is exactly where it was supposed to be. Okay, another update while I see that trailer over at the grain mill. We have way too much barley. And if I say way too much, I mean way too much. We have about 138,000 liters in our silo on the farm, so we're going to feed the chickens with that, and I think that would be more than enough for the year. And if I activate cruise control, I can show you I dumped quite a bit into our grain mill. Okay, so 92,000 liters that I put into the grain mill. So we're making flour from barley, so we're gonna have a lot I got of flour, and I think that is gonna cause us to hit capacity on our preserved food factory. Where am I? Flour. Okay, no, we still have a little bit of space in there, so anyway, we'll see how it goes. maybe we can still make a lot of flour and get it in there. But once we hit capacity on the preserved food factory and we have way too much flour in there, we'll just sell the flour off and make a little bit of money off the flour itself instead of making it into noodle soup. Just want to unload this harvester again because I don't think I got the full load just now. Other than that, okay, at least we have a little bit of money. So we dropped about 130,000 into the loan last night, and we're gonna drop another 100. And after these contracts, I'm also gonna just put all the money in there into the loan. And then once, hopefully there's more contracts in June, so I'm gonna do as much of them as possible and see how much money we can accumulate in the loan, just to have a little bit of a gap there. Okay, so this guy is going again. So I thought the spinach harvests won't take that long. I lied to myself. Okay, so the other one that we have to harvest is that field up ahead. Just it's not that as big as this one, so it's 38. So this one is taking a bit longer, and then hopefully this one goes a bit quicker. But I think that is all the spinach we have. Yes, it is. So, and then I realized this is the field that we're baling, and that was wheat. So now I don't know how they were able to harvest their wheat, because they were supposed to only harvest it next month. And I was hoping to get that contract. Not that we need any wheat, but I mean, still, it would have been a nice contract income for us. Anyway, that didn't happen. So at least we get to bale it. We still have to bale all our fields as well. Now, I hope I didn't make a bad choice with this class, because I don't know this baler, and the one that I knew was on the other contract, but this one was kind of for the bigger contract, so I thought, well, this would be better than the other one anyway. So I just want to see if we can get this started. So this episode's going to be a bit shorter. I know I've been talking a lot here to the end, but at least we got some stuff done on the farm. And where do we want to start at the end? And yeah, there's still a bit of work to do, but I'll do that off camera. Lower pickup, turn on baler. So what now? X. Do we do X? Okay, do we do BV? And then... okay, so this is supposed to drop the bales automatically, I think, when nothing is happening, because I pressed V twice. Okay, there it's picking up. Let's just see, hopefully I can just go, because then this contract won't take that long. Yeah, so we're making progress, and it feels like the money is coming in a bit quicker. The other thing that I just wanted to have a look at is, it looks like the noodle soup price is good all year round. So I'm thinking of maybe selling off some of our noodle soup as well. Because keeping that until end of the year doesn't really make sense if the price is good now. So I'll probably sell that off camera. But as you can see, we will be getting... let's just see what the prices are somewhere else, because I don't want to use the... what are we talking about? Noodle soup. Okay, so we can still sell it at the farmer's market for a good price. So I'm going to sell that off at the farmer's market. And then we should get around about, what did I say now, 62,000. yeah, say around about 60,000 for that as well. And that will also just go into the, is this the first bale that we're dropping? We'll just get that into the loan as well. See, this is what's nice about the square bales. Do you see, I wanted to do round bales, but it's my own fault. We still have to get rid of that silage bales anyway. It will come soon enough. I downloaded a mod for automatic bale loading, or auto load for bales, and even though that trailer is going to cost me a bit of money, I think it's going to be like, I don't know, 50,000 or something like that, I don't know. I'm going to buy that trailer and see if we can load those silage bales that way, because we can't use our own equipment. I doubt that that's going to make any difference. I'm just going to leave that patch there because they don't want us to bale the whole thing in any way. So the corners are going to be a bit of a mess anyway. Doesn't matter. Okay, so yeah, I think those are going to be the big things for the farm that's next. And we'll probably turn that field over there that's currently canola into a rice field, just so that we can have a bit more rice. And that will mean that we're going to have to buy another greenhouse for the rice saplings. And we're going to have to buy another greenhouse for the Napa cabbage, because we're making some pretty good money off the kimchi. But if we can't keep feeding the preserved food factory, we won't make as much. And currently, when we keep running out the entire time, okay, I missed a big spot there. If need be, I'll go back for it. If we keep running out and there's a couple of hours that production is not running, it means we could have made more money. So it doesn't help we have the preserved food and we don't produce Napa cabbage quickly enough. So I'll probably get that started back up again. So yeah, I think that's gonna be it for this episode. Thanks for watching, and I really appreciate it. If you enjoyed the content, please like. It helps me a lot just to get the videos out there so that we can kind of build the channel a bit. And if you would like to see more, please hit the subscribe bell or button. And if you want to get notifications every time I upload videos, you can just hit the notification bell. So thank you again for watching, and I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'll see you in the next one.